Okay. So, yeah, just a couple things that we have been going over diamonds and above on Fair's team. And I want to share them with you because I think they're super important for any leader. I mean, if you have one distributor under you, you are a leader. Okay. You're in charge of your team, even if it's only one or two distributors. That's your team, that you have to work with for right now. Hopefully that will grow, and I'm sure it will if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and steps to success and trying to do that every month. Now, I know that's hard sometimes getting 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors every month. And there's some months I don't get that either. So there's good and bad months. Back in, trying to think, back in October, November, I didn't enroll anything, and I'm like, anyone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need to quit. We were Ruby at that time, and I was like, maybe this isn't for me. And then I told myself, you know what? If I'm making some money, it's better than making no money. So, so I just, hold on one second. I'm going to mute because I hear background noises. So I just, I kept working, and then in December, I enrolled like 4 distributors, 6 loyal customers. In January, I enrolled 7 distributors, and February, I enrolled like 6 or something. If I would have gave up, I would have missed out on that. And then February was when they had the huge bonuses, and me and my husband, we got a $22,000 bonus, and then in March, we got a $32,000 bonus. So if I would have given up because I had a bad couple months, I would have missed out on $54,000 in bonuses. That is insane. Okay. So you really can't give up. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when you're going to enroll the next rock star, and then they help you, grow your team and help you go further than you ever thought was possible. Right now, we started a year ago, and we have 251 distributors. Now, I've only enrolled maybe a little over 30, I think, 32. So obviously that's not all me, but that's why as your team grows, eventually it just starts to grow because they're recruiting people and growing their team. It's really incredible, and it's an amazing opportunity. There are people that sometimes take a little longer. I think a lot of you guys actually have grown pretty fast. Some people take forever. Jocelyn Yates, she's like in the top 25 income earners of this company. It took her 9 months to get 2 distributors under her and go executive. 9 months. But she didn't give up. And she's only been in it like 3 years, and now she's like number 23 or something, top income earner of the whole company, which is insane. So another story like that is Cammie. Oh gosh, I forget her last name. Anyway, she's Black Diamond. And if you don't know what a Black Diamond is, Black Diamonds make over $100,000 a month. So she makes that kind of money a month, $100,000, and it took her 6 months to get 1 distributor. 6 months, 1 distributor. So she grew super slow, but she didn't give up, and she's been in it, I think, 8 years, and she makes $100,000, over $100,000 a month. So when I'm having a bad month or a bad couple weeks or whatever, because it's going to happen in this business, that's just the way this business works. There's ups and downs. I tell myself these stories, and I say, you know what? I'm going to keep going, even if I only enroll 1 loyal customer a month or 1 distributor a month or 2. Like, I don't care. I'm going to keep going because you never know. So that's just a little encouragement to you. I know some of you guys have been really actually killing it, and some of you guys have been going a little slower. I've seen all of it. I've seen people go super fast in this business and super slow, and then they eventually promote. 6 months later, they're executive, and then 9 months later, they're Ruby. So it's like, who cares how long it gets? Who cares how long it takes to get there? As long as you get to the top. I mean, that's really what matters. Because who wants to make $32,000 a month? I'm sure all you guys would love to make $32,000 a month. So I know I would like to make $32,000 a month. Oh, more people. Hi.
Stop siya, te.
Hi, hi.
Now she just called. Kaya nga, nag-stop siya na salita.
You can continue, Chelsea, if you want.
What?
I'll text you.
Are they good? Or can I go?
Yes, sabihin mo nito.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. So that's just a little bit of encouragement to you. You know, that we all have good times and bad times. We all have times where we do want to be like, okay, this isn't working. Why am I doing this? But try not to forget to remember the why. Why did you sign up? Did you sign up to make an extra $200-300 a month? Did you sign up to make $10,000 a month? Like, why was my reason was to make $200-300 a month. That was like my goal. $200-300, happy day. Like, love it. And now we make around $7,000 a month. So never thought in a million years that could happen, but it did. So keep going, keep going. And if you guys need any tips, I'm here, Kaheremas here. You know, we're here to help you achieve your goals in any way. And we all get stuck at times. That's why we have team pages. That's why we have team calls for you guys to learn how to do this business, because it is a business. You have to learn how to do it. So that was just a little something I wanted to get off my chest to you guys. I know some of you I've met in person, some of them I haven't. So hopefully one day I'll meet you all. That'd be awesome. I would love it. So anyways, I want to give you a couple tips, okay, that are really important in this business. They're the 3 grows, okay? So we're going to grow 3 things in this business. The first one, you have to work on growing yourself, okay? And what I mean is network marketing doesn't just come naturally to really anyone. I've taken a lot of time with YouTube videos, Periscopes, watching like Ray Higgin and Eric Rowe and some of our top income earners like Carrie Bauer, Jocelyn Yates, Jade Hooper, on how they do this business and how they do multi-level marketing, because I had no clue. I've never done anything like this in my life, but I knew there were people out there that have done it before. So I'm like, if they can do it and they've already figured it out, why am I trying to reinvent the wheel? I'd rather just learn from them. You know, that makes sense. Why waste my time? I like my time. So I spent probably close to 30 minutes to an hour every day when I first started watching YouTube videos on how to do party, on how to blitz, on how to wrap people, on how to talk to potential loyal customers, how to get new customers, how to get potential distributors, how to follow up with potential distributors. Like, that is what I did. Because when I first started, I didn't have a team, so I wasn't super busy. I had a party here and there. I signed up a couple loyal customers, a couple distributors, got them going. But now I'm a lot more busier. I do a lot of these Zoom calls with different teams and try to help them with tips and stuff. So right now, if you're somewhat new or you don't have a huge team under you, take the time, take even more time to invest in yourself and to invest in how to do this business. Because it's like any job. You have to learn the job. You can't just show up to Taco Bell on the first day and just be like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know how to make tacos, so don't worry about it. You have to learn that job. So this is the same thing. You have to take time and learn. If you haven't done your training in eSuite, go into eSuite, go to U-Training and do your training. It only takes a couple hours. They're like short 2-minute videos on the business and on products. So invest in yourself, because that is how you will get far. Second thing is invest in your teams, okay? Take time. Like, I'm taking time right now to invest in you guys. And if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distributors, whatever it is, take the time to get them together. Charisma, she's done like a wrap party before with her team, lots of them actually. But she set this up to like just encourage you guys. Maybe you can learn a few different tips on how to do this business. And so invest. I follow up with a lot of my distributors. You know, I check in on them at least once a week to see how they're doing. If they don't like check in with me, a lot of times they already check in with me. So I take the time to do that because it's important. I want to see how they're doing, if they need anything, whatnot. So make sure you're doing that. And also, your team is your loyal customers. Check in with them on like every couple of weeks. Say, hey, how are you liking those wraps? You know, Jade Hooper says the 2-2-2 rule. So when someone orders, you give them 2 weeks. So you check in with them in 2 weeks and say, hey, did you get your product? And then in 2 months, you say, hey, you check in with them again and say, hey, how are you liking your product? So, keys. So that's what you do. So your loyal customers, make sure you're checking in with them because you never know. They might turn into a distributor. 80% of loyal customer, or 80% of the distributors we have were once loyal customers. Me and my husband, we were loyal customers first. So check in with your loyal customers. I have a couple distributors that were loyal customers and now they're distributors. So you never know. They might love the product and be like, I can do this. So check in with them, build relationship, see how they're doing. Customer service is definitely key. The third, and this is super, super important. Me and Kenny had a huge warm market, lots of friends, lots of family, big church. You know, they helped us out. They helped us grow our business, which was super helpful. But I knew one day that would all end. So I started my social media from day one. Now, if you don't know how to do social media, like Instagram, Facebook, whatever, look up Jade Hooper, Jocelyn Yates. They are like the pros of social media, okay? But social media is huge. Posting on there, friending new people, maybe friends of friends. Even if you haven't talked to them in years, like I have a bunch of high school friends, a bunch of youth group friends that I haven't talked to in forever, but now they're my loyal customer just by reconnecting over social media. So make sure that you are growing your social media. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or both, do that. I'm starting to look into like making YouTube videos, Periscope. I've started my Periscope. I do those once in a while. But that's how you reach more people. The more people you reach, the bigger your team will be. So social media is huge. And like I said, Jocelyn Yates and Jade Hooper, I did exactly what they did because I wasn't going to try to reinvent the wheel. They already did it. So I just followed what they said and what they did, and that's what I do every day. So I message new people every day and talk to new people. And I get new potential distributors and loyal customers every month, okay? That's super, super important. You should be making a list every month and adding to that list every month and taking people off that list. Whether they said no or yes, they signed up, great. They're off the list. Put someone else in their spot. So that is how you do it. Or even like parties. You know, you have a friend who has different friends that you don't even know. Have her throw a party for you and wrap her for free. Be like, here, I'm going to wrap you for free because you invited 3 or 4 friends over that I don't know. And this is a great help to my business. Thank you so much. That's what I do. So that's awesome. Events. If you have any vendor events, those are great. You can get tons of new prospects. I suggest that you do a raffle so you can get their information. So say, hey, I'm going to be giving away a free wrap. You can be entered in to get a free wrap. So then you get all these new potentials, and then you follow up with every single one of them. And if they don't win, this is what I say. I say, okay, you didn't win the raffle, but you have a chance to get a free wrap. And they'll say, how? And I'll say, well, if you invite 3 or 4 friends over and have me do a party for you, I will give you a free wrap. And sometimes I even say, I'll give you a free wrap and a couple samples of like the greens on the go. And then, you get new parties with totally new people. So those are just some of my ideas, and they've worked for me. You might come up with better ideas or different ideas that I've never thought of, and that would be awesome. But you have to be growing your social media, your circle of friends and family. I've had friends and family refer people to me because they were interested or they weren't interested or whatever. So my friends and family are like, oh, actually, my daughter or my niece, she sells it. And I got it. I've gotten distributors from that, and I've gotten loyal customers because my friends and family referring people to me. So that's always great if you can talk to people and say, hey, do you know of anybody that would be interested in these products or this opportunity? And you never know what can open up. So those are just some of the tips I have done, growing yourself, growing your team, helping them, and then growing social media. Those three are the way to do it. Are there any questions? Let me unmute. Anything you guys maybe have a hard time with or concerns or whatever?
I have a hard time when I'll tell the people the product and you think it's sketchy and everything. Then I have to explain to it it's not sketchy, it works. And they just want, I don't know, they don't want to try it. I'll give them good examples and stuff. I'll give them my advertisement and stuff. And they just keep saying no. They say they're interested, and then I'll check on them once in a while.
Yeah.
And they say no. I asked over 30 people too. I tried Art, I tried family, friends. I tried Hector, and he said no.
I see. Well, you know what? This is the thing. If people are sketchy about the products, then I just say, listen, they're plant-based. I can send you a screenshot of the ingredients and you will be able to read all of them. There's no weird chemicals that you can't even pronounce or read. They're all things that you're oh, dandelion root and berries and you can read these ingredients. You're oh, I know what this is. This is a plant. This is, whatever, fruit, vegetable. Now, if they're sketchy about the business, that's when I try to get them on the phone and have a phone conversation, not just over text or whatever, because that's when things get lost in translation. So and if you've asked 30 people and they all said no, I'd be interested to know what you're saying exactly. Maybe it's not worded right or something, or maybe they're just not interested. Maybe you just need to find other people. That's another thing. I don't get stuck on the same people. There are billions of people in this world. I'm okay, I'm moving on. So I look for my yeses. Last month I messaged over 200 people and I got 5 loyal customers. Now I have a ton of potential loyal customers and a couple of potential distributors. That's awesome. I'm putting them on my list for sure. But I could not find my yeses. I couldn't find people interested, and it took a lot of work. And then there's months where I message people like this and they're signing up left and right. I'm sweet. So, that's just the name of the game. It is discouraging at times and you're why am I doing this? But you gotta, look at the bigger picture, focus on the prize. And the prize is going to the top. That's what I want. So that's what I keep focused on. No matter what's happening, I'm this is what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing it. Does that help at all? I don't know if that helps.
Chelsea?
Yes.
Do you think rap party would also be a good, because he hasn't done any rap party.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm so glad you said that. I love rap parties. When people are I had this person interested, I'm Do a wrap party. You get people all in the same room, have them sample the greens, have them buy a wrap, have them sample the chews, whatever, defining gel they can smell and whatever. But then I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but you just give them the option of signing up to be a loyal customer or distributor pretty much at the end. And, you know, I just help each person. I just go around the room like, so what are you interested in? I put them, not like on the spot in front of everybody. Like I have a smaller conversation with them afterwards. And I sign people up. And people sign up because I think, too, peer pressure. Peer pressure, that works. I'm telling you right now. When they see this person and this person sign up, they're like, oh, okay, I could try the greens. And I'm like, yes, they're awesome. We will love them. I promise. And then they sign up. So wrap parties, I love. So if you haven't done one, do one. And if you need help, Kaheremas, she's done a bunch of them. I know she has. So she will be able to help you for sure. Yeah, wrap parties are huge. I love them.
There's another question.
I have another question.
Sure.
So is the product from? Is it just from Mexico? Is it from China? Because somebody was like, I hope that's not from China, because you know,
Oh,
it's not good. So I mean, I've read it says it's all from Mexico. So I mean, the products itself, like as far as the herbs, as far as the fruits or the grains, where is it coming from exactly? So I can better tell them of, you know, I could give them more knowledge of where exactly the stuff is coming from. From now, like they, like he was saying, you know, I have a hard time also getting distributors right now. But I have to be honest too. I've been really sloughing about it. I've been really like dragging it.
yeah.
I have other things in my life right now that I have to do too. But I know I need to get on this because I know that this can go further more. But I just need to know more information about it. Like at first when I did the wrap with Kaheremas, I'm glad that they like took like the greens and all that stuff so the other people could taste it. But at the same time, I have nothing to like, here, you know, this is what I have. This is what you could try. There was no samples for me, which is so hard to like take it out there and actually try to sell, because it's you know, they're like, oh, well, why am I gonna get that? Why do I trust you for me to, you know, give you my money for me to do this? You know what I mean? It's just like that. And if other people say, well, I don't get paid not till Friday, so I'll do. You know, it's like all this stuff, but I mean, I have so many questions. I wish I would have wrote it down. But, like, yeah, where is this stuff from? Like, where exactly? And so I have more knowledge.
Yeah. Well, I have read a couple different things. I'll have to double check that because I don't want to give you false information, because I got that question like months ago. So you are right. A lot of the herbs and stuff are from Mexico. But I don't know, like, if it's made there. I'm going to have to find out. So I will let Kaheremas know when I find out all that information, and then she can just relay the message to you. Sorry, I don't have that information right on the top of my head.
That's okay.
I got that question one time, but it was, like I said, months ago. So I don't remember. I should probably remember. But, yeah, I'll find out, and then let you know, or let Kaheremas know. So
Perfect. Thank you.
yeah, and I want to tell you guys too, we have team meetings every week. I think they're moving to Tuesday night now. I think we decided. But we post them on our team page, and so try to get on those. Sometimes it's really helpful information, and also it can be super encouraging too. I always have a diamond and above call on Sunday nights. And there's some Sunday nights I'm like, I don't want to do this. But I'm always glad I do, because I always learn something new. And I always feel like way more motivated for the week. I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I know they're a pain sometimes, but they do help. They really do. They help me. Any other questions?
Yeah.
One more.
Sorry.
There's another one.
It's me again. So I try to advertise. It works on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm telling them, because my husband is on the greens and he was on ThermoFit.
Okay.
He lost a few pounds.
Yeah.
He has more energy. He doesn't take any more like any protein shakes anymore. He's on super buff mode.
Cool.
But when I give the my e-suite, like my It Works e-suite or whatever, where they gotta go to
Your website.
yeah, my website,
Yeah.
Facebook will not let me do it.
Nope. Nope.
So how do I do it on a slide? Because I try to do it on a slide, right? I put something, when it's dot, right? I put .dot instead of the dot itself. So they're like, I still can't find it, you know, and then all these people are like, still can't find it. So it's like, there was like probably like 5 people that was interested. And I'm like, I don't know how else to tell you guys. Like I text them and I'm like, go on there. And they're like, we can't find it. And I'm like, you know what, never mind. I'll probably just have another rap party.
Well, yeah, have a rap party, but that's how you get to like seal the deal a lot of times with local potentials, you know. But I don't put mine on Facebook ever, because this is just my thinking. Some people do put it on Facebook. Some people that are up there in rank. I have never been like that, because I like the control, I guess. I like to know who's going to my site, because I want to make sure that it's done right. I want to make sure they sign up right. They sign up to be a loyal customer or distributor, that I can walk them through that process, so that way nothing gets missed or whatever, especially distributors, because like the boost kits, I like to explain that to them when they sign up. I like to explain that they need to set up an auto shipment for the first month at least, so that way they can be commission qualified for the first month. So I walk them through all that. So like you have 5 people that are interested. This is what I do on Facebook. When I message them and they're like, yeah, I'm interested, I say, okay, great. Can I get your phone number so I can text you step by step on how to sign up as a loyal customer? Or if like, okay, they know how or something, then I'm like, then can I text you my web address, because Facebook won't let me send it over Messenger. So, and a lot of times they're like, oh, sure, here's my phone number. And then I just text them and walk them through it, or I call them and walk them through signing up. That's how I've always done it, and I always will probably, just so that way I know, because other people have been like, oh, I've given my Facebook or I've given my website out and they said they signed up, but they never popped up. That happened to me one time, and she signed up under some random guy. Like she must have typed my site wrong. And so she signed up, and luckily she was my friend, so she called customer service and got it switched, and she got moved under me. But I said, okay, never again. I want to make sure they're at my site. I'm going to make sure I know when they sign up, because that happened to another distributor. She gave it out to a girl, and she wanted to become a distributor, which awesome. Well, that girl somehow got on the wrong site and signed up under some other girl, who knows, and she lost that distributor. So, and the girl didn't want to cancel or switch. She was like, oh, she just didn't want to go through the hassle, I guess. I don't know. So she didn't get that distributor. I'm like, oh, that stinks. So that's just my little thing. I like to get them on the phone or text them through it or something. That's how I do it.
Well, you can actually send it through a messenger, but write your website on a sheet of paper and take a picture, and that's what you send.
Yeah.
You have the right advertisement.
Right. Yeah, you could do that. Or there's an app called Text on Photo, and you can like get a photo of like a green background or something and type it on there, and then you could post that, or you could send that, or whatever, if that makes sense. But or a lot of times, like on Instagram, actually people, this is crazy, I know what I'm about to say, but people will actually send me all their information through Instagram Messenger. So I will say, I can get you signed up right now. Are you ready? And they'll say, sure. You know, after we've been talking a while, whatever they're interested in. And I'll be like, okay, I need your name, your address, your birthday, your email. That's the first page. I sign them up. And then the next page I say, okay, what kind of shipping? Then the third page I say, okay, I need your credit card information. And they send it, which I know is crazy. But I get a lot of loyal customers that way off of Instagram. It works that way. I don't know why people do that, but they do. So, and I sign them up for them. And then usually I have their password and everything. And then when they're ready to change it, they actually just message me and I change it for them. Like I am their customer service.
Do you have other questions? While they're thinking of a question, do you have a question?
Sure.
Okay. I know you answered this question when I asked you, but just to help them also understand, we have some, people that have asked about FDA approved and all that. So if you could just clarify that to the group.
Okay. Actually, Kenny, you're here. You're better at that.
Hi, Pastor Kenny.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
He's better at wording this.
Our daughter has been climbing out of her crib, and so I'm converting her crib to a toddler bed right now.
Okay.
We are not FDA approved because supplements for weight loss and nutrition value and wellness and things are not subject to FDA approval or lack of approval. We're not a food, so they don't go to the Food and Drug. That's what that's for. FDA is for Food and Drug Administration, I think. So it's not that they've told us no, this is a bad product or given us a thumbs down. It's just that they don't have to give us a stamp of approval or no approval either way because we're not food or drugs. Mm-hmm. We're a wellness supplement. Does that make sense?
Yes. They said yes.
Yeah, so we don't have to go through them, and neither do any other companies that have vitamins or supplements or wellness. That's the simple answer.
Yes.
There's a follow-up question to that.
Okay.
Sure.
It's me again. Is it certified organic? Because I know that I work for like a farmer's market, and sometimes people will ask, is it certified organic? I know that my aunt's farm is, they don't spray or they don't put any chemicals on their stuff, but it's not certified. Is the herbs and the greens certified, or it's kind of, is it certified?
What I would do, I don't know the answer to that. What I would do is I would go to myitworksproductcoach.com because every product or supplement that we offer is listed, and it gives you a ton of like frequently asked questions and a lot of information about each product. I know, for example, like if you look at our oils, I know you can find out like which country in the world like each ingredient was grown in. And they do that because It Works is committed to like quality ingredients in our oils, because oils is a very competitive market right now. So they have selected the regions in the world that are most suitable for our oils to be grown in. So with that as an example, I would go to myitworksproductcoach.com and look at each product and the ingredients in it to verify if it is certified or not.
Thank you.
Sure, glad I could help. See you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah, he knows more about that stuff than I do. I know more business stuff and he knows more product stuff.
There's another question.
Sure.
What's the guarantee that the products are safe?
What?
What is the guarantee that the products are safe?
The guarantee?
That the products are safe.
We don't have like a guarantee, like guarantee money back or whatever. I don't know how to answer that question, to tell you the truth.
Are you like asking that question based on the FDA?
Yes, because you said that they are not under the FDA. So what if the customer would ask how safe it is?
Well,
Ingredients that they use, or
yeah. Well, I just, if they're asking that, I say, well, it's all plant-based. So there's no chemicals. There's not even like stevia in our drinks or anything like that, or any kind of artificial flavors or sweeteners or anything. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, we're non-GMO. Our greens are even better now. They're like vegan and soy-free and non-GMO, and they're even gluten-free now. If you read in myproductcoach.com. So they're even better. They have way more servings of fruits and vegetables now than they did before. But yeah, I would just say our products, they're all plant-based. Like that's good right there. You know, it's not chemicals and junk being put into your body. I mean, you can read the ingredients. Does that answer the question?
I hope so because if I will sign up, so my prospects are like nurses. So,
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, you can always, like I said, you can always send them a screenshot of the ingredients, and if they are like really like want natural and all that kind of stuff, which some people really know their ingredients. I've had a few, and I'm like, I don't know. Let me send you the ingredients, and you can check it out because I don't know what you're looking for, you know, because I don't know all that stuff. But and a lot of times they're like, oh my gosh, this is really good. Actually, I've seen a lot of different greens or different protein shakes that say they're all natural or plant-based, and they're not. And they're like, yours is really good, actually. I'm like, oh, good. Glad to hear it. So if they're really into it, send them the ingredients, and if they'll know what they're looking for and what, you know, what they want to see and what they don't want to see. So that's what I do because I don't know. And that's okay not to know. Like you're not going to know all the answers, you know, to a lot of their questions. But you have myproductcoach.com. You have eSuite document library that has a ton of information. So use those to help you. Any other questions? Okay, so wrap parties. Sounds like y'all need to do a wrap party. Do a huge one together. Like if there's 30, 40 people, great. They'll probably all sign up. So, and this is the key too. At the end of the wrap party, always tell them about distributor and tell them about loyal customer. That's all I've ever done. And then at the end, when you just make sure you have one-on-one time with each person that came and ask them, what interests you? Distributorship or loyal customer? What products piqued your interest? Having those one-on-one conversations, that's a lot of times how you seal the deal at rep parties. From my experience, at least. Any other questions?
If we was to do like a wrap party and it gives them like an allergic reaction, what do we do?
Well, before, if someone needs wrapping, are you talking about the wraps?
Yes.
Okay.
Because somebody had told me that they had an allergic reaction. Not from me. It was just somebody that I had met somewhere. And she was like, it gave me a really bad allergy reaction.
It does happen. And so before I wrap someone, when I'm measuring and taking their before pictures, I tell them 9 out of 10 people see results after the first wrap. So there is a small percentage there's a small chance that you won't. But we also have a saying, those who bloat, gloat. So keep drinking your waters. And if you bloated, then probably in 2 days, you're going to lose an inch or two. If you keep drinking your water and flushing those out. Now, I do tell them at that time, too, when I'm saying all that, I say, also, we only want you to wear this for 45 minutes because we want to make sure your skin is okay with the lotion. I say most people have no problem and can wear it up to 8 hours because you can wear a wrap up to 8 hours. But there are some people with sensitive skin and they can get an allergic reaction. So that's why we say only 45 minutes. Now, there's a slight chance you might get an allergic reaction, but I've never seen it. This is what I say to people. So, and I've wrapped a lot of people, but it can happen. Obviously, the company wouldn't say it if there wasn't a chance that it could happen. If so, you probably just need to wash it off with some warm water and some soap, and it should be fine. I mean, I've never heard of anyone having like a horrible bad reaction. I have heard of people having one, actually. I've never seen it, but not like horrible. So that's what I just let them know. I prepare them that it could happen. You know, I give them the worst and best case scenario before I wrap.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank
That
you.
way, at least they know. You know, protects you a little bit.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions before Charisma takes over? Well, I wish I could be there in person to see you guys, and we'll have to do this again where I can come, and maybe Kenny can come too. That'd be cool. We can meet you all. I know I can't see all you guys, I don't think, but because I heard different voices from other places. Is there more of you? Okay. So, anyways, but seriously, I see all my teams that are doing really great, and I think Charisma's team and your guys' teams are doing great. Like, I watch you guys, and you guys are just working away. So keep going. Just keep doing it. So, but let me know if you have any questions or Charisma, and she can always message me, and I can try to help in any way I can. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Okay.
And you recorded this, correct?
I did. So yeah, I got to figure that out. So I will try.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.